It was from Punk's desk.
They're yours?
Yeah, afraid so.
You have 3 kids?
The defense never rests.
Hang on, tracking me from the Levy Family Preserve on a Friday night.
My apologies.
What the fuck? Stop writing now. Shut up.
Your client gave no statement. We took no statement. He just decided voluntarily to write a letter to the victim's family.
To say shut up.
He said what on it?
Charge, get up. Go, walk.
D.
Anything. You don't do
You made a mistake.
What the fuck is that?
Don't know.
Moi. Louis XIV.
Speaking French?
Tess? Is Avon Barksdale. And Avon Barksdale only. Primary investigators and Griggs from my unit. And McNulty from homicide. They keep the file. On the street, we work partners.
What?
Freeman, Prisbaluski are going to start out in office on the clerical duty. You need a prosecutor.
No, we don't have enough desks yet, so we gotta share. Y'all can purchase it?
No.
Like I was saying, we've been promised some computers and some mental support.
Need some privacy?
No, sorry. He's gone.
What's with the hat? To go down the way to some hats that I'm selling. If someone you need to know, I put the red hat on. Give me the pictures. That's sharp. I like that.
Well, this is not forgiving.
Yeah, I ain't so good with names, but faces I keep in my head. How much does the hat routine pay? None. We're feeling this. Always beat my boy down. Who? Little hoppers and low-riders. Who's your boy? I got a friend in school, you know. What happened? They stopped him. Fucking man like that for a couple of dollars, you know? He's still at university, tubed all over his nose. But you know, that's how it goes, right?
How you feeling, Bubs?
You know it's better for him to be involved because of that, because it's a question of honor and of feelings more than money.
Bubs. Stay out of the projects next couple of days. Just to be safe.
Girls over fretting over me.
Avec you, Kima!
You know, they was talking about the man who got killed and his kids. They asked me, what you got to do with them, D? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, it ain't gonna hurt for me to say I'm sorry the man got killed.
Why the fuck you gotta say you sorry? Motherfuckers try to put your ass in a stunt.
I'm saying, it's a shame what happened to that man. Alright? Because he wasn't doing nothing but coming off the elevator when I was doing that thing that I was doing. I said, what you think about what happened to me? You think we killed him for?
Speak your mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know and you don't need to know. And if we did, we had a reason. And if we didn't, we had a reason.
It ain't on you, cuz.
It's not clear for
So it
me.
ain't on you.
Let's say we go down there right now. Right fucking now. We go up to those towers and we let them know. You coming?
Erk, really, you're not thinking...
Carl.
Okay, well.
Bloody hell.
Guys. For real? Five-o, five-o, five-o.
Don't act like you don't know me. Put your hands up. Put that down. Drop that shit, kid. Put your hands off. You got a needle on you? Got anything in here since stiffness? Huh? No? What's that? Put your pants down.
Three drunk cops playing at being the big guys.
Nice shoes, Dad. Happy thoughts. Stay down, man. Stay down, man. Stay down.
Y'all come on, down, who won these cars? Because we coming back. I'm sick of this shit.
The fact that they didn't take anything on their heads, it's a surprise for me. In France, The minute that you enter,
Move, shitbird.
I ain't doing nothing. I got nothing for you. Who you gonna high fuck now? Serious?
oh, please, fuck you, shithead.
Fuck's not you.
They are stupid, you're an asshole. Ah, see what I was talking about? Just leave. Really? It's your first time? They did it to themselves right now. Your home is a total mess.
Where the fuck is he? I fucking know where he's detailed. I fucking already know that. Sir.
So why are you asking?
I can pay him, sir. Move that fucking desk out of my unit.
Useless.
That's Crutchfield's desk. Crutchfield's. McNulty sits here.
You doing here at 2 in the morning?
Field interviews, no police work.
Casework.
Like really, during the night, drunk as
I
hell.
got a 14-year-old
Just make a test, you know.
stable condition
Phone call.
university. Cold copter with a bullet of a pistol. How did you learn when you went into the terrace at 2 in the morning to conduct field interviews? What valuable information did we acquire from this situation?
To just play at who has the biggest dick.
Now tell me, who cold copped the key?
Me.
I prefer that. It's okay for them to not rat you,
He pissed me off.
but I prefer for you to say the truth.
No officer Prisbinski did not piss you off. He made you fear for your safety and that of your fellow officers.
No.
He was sent to pick up a bottle and menace officers Houck and Carlin, both of whom had already sustained injury from flying projectiles.
No.
Rather than use deadly force, maybe you elected to approach the youth, ordering him to drop the bottle. Maybe when he raised the bottle in a threatening manner, you used a Caroline.
That's what you call being covered.
Can't fix him. You're on your own.
But you are helping him right there. I'm all for taking the responsibility of
Come on, walk.
your actions.
You don't think it's around about the witness? Lawyers, clerks, jurors, everybody talks. I called the deputy, not the newspapers. I gotta run.
The deputy said it?
You should have hung them.
I ain't never hang myself. I'm the man in charge, remember? Besides, I don't give you people to ID.
Even if they put 14-year-old kid into critical care?
I thought that you did that, you know, by loyalty, and no, it's to cover yourself also. Yes, from Dirty Dancing, I know it from Dirty Dancing. Give me a break. Oh no, okay. You're drunk right now.
Hello? Yeah.
What? Which one?
Blind boy.
Oh.
Kid. The 14-year-old.
Bien. It's bad, it's really bad what happened during this episode with these 3 cops being bored and drunk, just deciding that they would go to that tower to threaten the other ones, to show them, you know, who they are, to try to impress them. Really, they had no other purpose than that, no real reason to go, no real way to do anything good right there. They were arrogant and violent, and Pris was the worst, clearly. They were stupid enough with the car to stay there and to not try to get out. I'm not blaming, Carl and Herc because they didn't rat Pris, and I feel a little glad that he said that he did it, but the fact that he was encouraged by his superior, to lie about what happened, to cover him, not only to cover himself, Pris, to be sure that nothing bad is gonna happen to him, but I thought that the lieutenant? Can't remember. His superior, Cedric, I thought that he said that because he didn't want anything bad to happen to this police officer, this detective, I mean. By loyalty to his team, his new team, something like that. But no, it was also to cover himself, it's bad. And the fact that at the end we learn that this kid is gonna be blind, for an eye, it's not really a surprise. It's really bad, but in US, in France, my country, and in other countries, I think that we have the same issues with some towers like that, with people who have real difficulties, financial difficulties, who had a bad life and who are doing bad stuff, and who have that kind of relationship with police officers, who are also treating them badly and who are also violent with them. The fact that it surprised me that no one, threw them any bottles and stuff like that before. It's already an indication that it's usual now to know that when police officers are coming and they are doing bad stuff, they are there for really no reason. People are throwing stuff at them. So yes, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise for police officers to commit mistakes which can be really bad and which can hurt that bad, everyone and even little kids. And because of that, people are gonna be impacted for life, like that kid who just lost an eye. Right there, it's happening into this show, but I think that it happened for real, in some places in US, and it's just my way to tell you that it's happening also in France. It happened before, but it's also happening right now. We had some bad stuff, which happened in France for that. And again, in both sides, of police officers, when they're going into these places, they are treated like that, but also police officers are treating like that everyone, including normal citizens, and because of that, these normal citizens, they can be hurt badly and they're gonna be impacted by life, and sometimes even they're losing their lives. We have some cases like that in France, and I think that you have also some cases like that in US, but in all countries, in fact. It's bad to think like that, to think that it's usual, it's normal, but it's a fact. I'm just saying it without judging it, I'm just saying it as a fact. It's like that. So it was great, in a way, to see that during this episode, which is the second episode, because if the first episode was a big introduction to the context, to the story, to this team, who are we gonna have into this new team, from the narcotic division, from the criminal division, who are gonna be this team, who they're gonna follow, they're gonna focus on. The first episode was for that. This second episode is more about, the mood of it. What the mood of this show is gonna be, what the context is gonna be. It's not like all of the detectives are the good guys and all of the criminals, are the bad guys. It's not that easy, and I think that it's setting a good direction for the show, for the mood of it, and also for really the direction of it. There is no good guy, there is no bad guy. Police officers can do bad stuff, which are gonna cost a lot to regular people, and they're gonna lie and they're gonna manipulate, and for personal reasons, and you know, not only for what is good, you know, at the end justifies the means and all of that. No, also for personal reasons. And also the criminals, they can do good stuff, and we have that, you know, with Dee. What happened to Dee during this episode, it was to balance that also with the fact that he's a criminal, he killed one guy, he didn't go into jail, that's not good at all. He's supposed to be a bad guy, but when he was interrogated, he felt regrets, he was almost crying, he wanted to write that later, and that was to show that he has a good heart also, like, at least he has feelings, he's not all bad, you know. These two moments, the moments with these three guys, you know, detectives, committing that big mistakes, and this moment with Dee, it was to balance the fact that not all of the detectives are gonna be good guys, not all of the criminals are gonna be bad guys, not everything is all good or all bad. So for me, this episode was about that mainly. We progressed also with the story. They're really just beginning their investigation on all of this organization, but the fact that they don't have even, you know, the face of Avon Barkside, Stringer, you know, they don't have anything about it yet, they're just beginning to have some pictures, you know, of these guys and all. We're really just at the beginning of the investigation. They're just beginning to have an office, they don't have any computer, they just lost a car with some Kevlar stuff into it, like their situation, their investigation, their office, everything about this new group, you know, this new team of detectives. For now, they're really at the beginning and they're really at their worst. I appreciate Kima a lot. She's clever, you know, she's really not just clever with what she knows and all, but also with how she's acting, with her way to talk to people and all. She's smart, she's a smart girl, I really appreciate that. And she has also a certain charisma, I appreciate that. McNulty can be great also, but he has an attitude for now which is really like a kid attitude, so a little annoying, maybe a little. Bunk can be cool. Their chief is gonna be cool also as a character to follow. Even if I didn't approve what he did during this episode, it's gonna be cool. All of them, they can be cool. But I can feel already that some of them are gonna please me more than the other ones. And I think that Kima first with their chief first. These two for me, for now, are the most promising, interesting, even more than McNulty, who seems to be, you know, represented as the main character into the show. One of the main characters. The new guys of this group, like, I don't have their names. Nope. Priest, I'm gonna name him Priest and that's all. Again, you know, this episode was well written. It's functioning so well, you know, to just follow them, to not do too many explanations, too many, you know, situations, to put the context, to put all of the explanation. Who are you, what you're doing, what you want to do, like, what is gonna be your next step, like, really, they're just taking the characters into each situation and they're just going with the story, you know, and it's really cool. I really appreciate that. It's well written. It's well filmed and played, for sure. During this episode, I saw in particular 2 or 3 movements of camera which were really interesting. And now the question for me is, am I gonna react to this show or not? I said it! Is it a good show? I didn't have doubts about it, and these 2 episodes confirm me that yes, it's a good show. Clearly, it's a show which deserves to be watched. But is it a good show for reaction videos? Meaning my reactions, are they interesting enough? And my thoughts, you know, all of these intros and reviews, are they interesting enough also? Do I have stuff to talk about? I think that for the reactions, I reacted, you know, during each of these 2 first episodes, And I think that the more we're gonna progress, the more attached I'm gonna be to the characters, and the more I'm gonna be involved into the story. So I'm not afraid of that. I think that for that, okay. Do I have enough stuff to discuss, you know, during intros and reviews? Some bad viewers of my channel are gonna tell me, girl, you can talk for entire minutes, hours about 1 minute of an episode, so clearly you can do it. It's not that, it's more like, is it subjects, you know, that I love to discuss about and all? I want to say that yes, because like I said, I can see that these characters, they're gonna be developed a lot, each one of them, and we can go really deep with each one of them. Like I'm even thinking about Carve, about Bunk, about really all of them. I can see that we can push the button, you know, with each one of them, we can go deep with them. And I think that I'm gonna love that, and I'm gonna love to talk about that and to talk about their evolutions. And if they are continuing, you know, to do stuff like during these 2 first episodes, it means that we're gonna talk also about some society subjects, and I'm gonna love that, like right there what happened with the police officers, but also the fact that they wrote this episode to explain, you know, that balance between good and bad, not only with the police guys incident, but also with D, what he did. I can talk about that, you know, about how they are writing stuff and the messages that they are putting into stuff, and I can compare it also to what is happening in France, what happened into France, like I did right there. It's weird because it's the first time that at the end, you know, of my day of test of a show, I'm more like, I want to react to it, then okay, it's okay for me to react to it, like I checked all of my boxes, you know, of what I need to react to a show. Like, I'm not sure that I checked all of the boxes right there, but I want to react to it because of all of the reasons that I just said. It's a good show, it's a good story, it's well written, it's well filmed. I can talk about how it's filmed, how it's written, to analyze that truly, and I can talk also about the messages, about the society subjects. But see, it's more like I want to talk about it. It's weird, it's the first time that I have that way of thinking, when for you it's gonna seem the same, you know, than for the other shows and animes that I'm reacting to on my channel. You're not gonna see the difference, but for me, inside of my mind, I can see that I have a different approach, you know, to the stuff. And I don't know if it's because of this show or because of me, you know. I don't know, and I'm not gonna know for now. I'm gonna ask myself the question, you know, but not with you guys looking, watching me. But yes, I think that I'm gonna react to The Wire. On that such, you know, another kind of show on my channel. Like really, I have the impression that each time I'm saying that, but it's the case. It's such, yes, another kind of show. I mean, for shows, I think that the last shows that I reacted to, it was shows which were based on novels, you know, on books like Shadow and Bone, stuff like that. It was also horror show like Midnight Mass, Airbound, stuff like that. Star Wars shows, The Mandalorian and all of the other ones. And regular shows, you know, for reaction videos like The Walking Dead and other shows like that. But this one, yes, a detective show, you know, a dark detective show, maybe more, something like that. It's gonna be the first time that I'm gonna react to a show like that on my channel. It's cool to react to something new also. To offer you also something new and to discuss also with you guys about new stuff, because right now we're gonna discuss about new stuff in shows and reviews. Stories and characters and developments of the characters and the way of filming, the way of writing a stuff. For that, you and me, we are used to it. But society subjects like that, you know, deep subjects like that, that's gonna be the first time. Oh, the N-word thing, you know, like I don't know how I'm gonna do it on my channel. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna let it right there just like that because it was out like that and it's to respect, you know, the show, how it was when it was out, or if I'm gonna cut the sound during this moment or stuff like that, to also respect people because it's not okay to say that word. Just know that it's gonna be a dilemma for me. I'm gonna ask myself the question and I have that, you know, in the balance for me. And if you have an opinion about it, don't hesitate, you know, in the comments to tell me your opinion about that particular question. Like, really, I have an open mind about that, and as you can see, I have these two things in mind, and for now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna decide that during the editing, but just know that I'm asking myself the question and I'm not just gonna, you know, put you the video just like that without asking myself the question and working on it, and the fact that I can hear also your opinion and I can change also my mind if I have your opinion and stuff like that. Depending on what I'm gonna decide to do, you know, like... just to say it. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now, and it means that I'm gonna see you another day for new episodes of The Wire, okay? Okay, so it's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.